Doing it now.
You just got to make sure you turn off the sound because there's a delay.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. That would be incredibly confusing for all parties.
Now we are doing this.
Are we doing this now?
It says we're live. We're live. If you see us live, go ahead and comment. There, we got a like. Oh, goodness gracious. I tell you what, you give it to the guys. I'm just going to own this. I screwed this up, James. I screwed this up tonight for everyone. This is 100% me. I'm like, we don't need no StreamYard. You're like, yeah, let's just go live in the group. You can add me in. I'm like, okay, sure, James. You're more tech savvy than I am. So, okay.
Here we are. Here we are. It turns out not the case. Turns out not the case.
I mean,
there we go.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, again, you guys, thank you for joining in. I see all of you guys saying hello. Please bear with us. We're going to have fun tonight, right, James?
Say that one more time.
We're going to have fun tonight.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
There is one component to this is if you can't laugh at yourself, then who knows? You have no business doing whatever you're doing. So I'm going to laugh at myself. Again, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Tyler Dickerhoff. I live in Spokane, Washington. Myself and James are both on the field advisory board. And tonight we have the pleasure to come to you and talk about the new Collagen Elixir. James, I heard a little special secret today that you shared with me that I'm going to out you is you tasted the Collagen Elixir quite a while ago. You had a hookup.
Well, that may or may not be on the record. But I have.
But you have tasted it. What do you?
Well, let's just kick this up in style. So let's talk about glowing and all of this. This is a guy's collagen. So I got a little tumbler here. I got my shot, and we're just gonna have a little sipper. Now, if you notice the color, it's rich, it's full. Wow. And let me just tell you something, guys. Yeah. The flavor is twice as amazing as the coloring here. So
that looks like a good bourbon. That looks like a good bourbon.
So I can't say
Could you make that into an old fashioned?
I absolutely am. I'm gonna open a cocktail bar. It's going to be collagen and cocktails, and
collagen and cocktails.
It's going to be the new, kind of infusion thing. But guys, the flavor. I mean, Tyler, to your question, the flavor is unbelievable. You texted the group today when you had it. And you said white grapefruit juice. It's so fruity. Honestly, my only complaint, and I do have one, is that it's not packaged larger, that there's not a larger bottle because it goes too fast.
Yeah, you kind of feel bad when you want to drink 2 or 3 or 4 in a certain, because you think that's just a small pour. Like, give me a double shot. Give me a double shot of the Collagen Elixir. So I'm a few years older than you, James, and I am excited about, I won't lie to you. When I found out that we were getting this product back last summer, right before it got launched in Australia, I was like, I'm stoked. Like, I am all about it. And I had a conversation last night with Zach Slobin. And as Zach and I were talking about, I was like, Tyler, we as an organization, we as a group, we talk a lot about biohacking. We talk a lot about, those kind of words. I'm like, dude, that is me. I love to biohack. I am all about, being someone who is, I call it experimenting. I experiment with all of the Isogenics products. I experiment to say, how can I feel better? What can I do better? And a lot of that is just moving as I'm getting older. And, so when I learned about the collagen, I had to do a little education of myself. James, how familiar are you with the different types of collagen?
To be honest, I'm not that familiar.
That's
only
I wasn't either. I wasn't either. But I learned there are 5 types of collagen, and they come from a array of different sources. And Isogenics will have 2 collagen products. The Collagen Elixir, which is type 1, comes from those beautiful, Scandinavian waters, right? From the fish there. And I guess I learned today there's 3 types of fish in this product. Did you know that?
I thought it was only 2.
I thought
We'll have to,
3.
was it 3?
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I could be wrong.
That will be the next time we bring on Dr. Plant to answer that one.
Yeah, okay. And so then the other type of collagen which we have, which is the collagen bone broth, is type 3, which comes from cows. It's bovine source. And so each one of the different types, kind of different animals, and has a different what it does. You guys can go back and listen to Dr. Plant. He does so much of a better job explaining it. But I looked at it because I'm like, I'm getting older and I'm getting some wrinkles. Like Kelly's told me, no, you're not getting Botox. And like, I know guys get Botox. I don't think there's wrong with it. Like I have, wrinkles in my face. So what I'm most excited about is, the skin on my arms. Yeah. The skin on my arms that, hopefully is just a little bit more taut, like not flabby, because no one wants to have flabby skin. I don't care if you're male or female. No one wants flabby skin.
Well, and I think
so that's me. I'm 41. Tyler. What about you, James?
Well, I think you bring up a good point because, while this is and what I love about this is it goes hand in hand with everything else about isogenics, which is transforming the inside out. It's dealing with the internal and it's expressed externally. While this may seem more like a surface level or cosmetic product, who is going to deny that as we go through this life, we all want to continue to be attractive, be youthful. And again, that is why in some way, shape, or form, we've all said yes to isogenics. And so for me, one of the reasons I'm excited about it is the convenience. That was by and large the most exciting thing about isogenics for me has always been the convenience that I don't have to sit aside X amount of time to figure out my macronutrients, my micronutrients, get all, make sure I have my, full amino profile throughout my day. No, I just have 2 isolin shakes a day. Bang. It's just so convenient for me. That is so invaluable for me. So, I take one. I'm one of 5. I have 4 sisters, and I'm obviously married to Audrey. And
wait. Let's talk about that. Hold on a second. Time out. I forgot. That is a great comment to have here. Go ahead. You might need another. You might need to get an extra brown bottle. That's not the little brown bottle. Yeah.
Just gonna kick it back.
So 4 sisters. Yep. How many times did they ever decide to play like spa with you and like
Tyler,
do a facial?
The pictures that I could show you of me in different outfits and all spot
should I tag your mom right now and ask Joni to say, hey, can you just put one of those up there?
No? Don't send her to the photo album. But so to get us back on track, I've been around it a lot, and I've been around all of these lotions and routines and whatnot of, you got to do step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to get the ultimate glow. And, there's been a couple of that obviously I've tried because I'm like, okay, I want to take care of my skin. I get that I probably haven't taken the best care of it, of being in the sun too long or not moisturizing or whatever. So in every single time, Tyler, I get a week into it and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I have so many other things that I'd rather be doing with my mental capacity than learning which day of the week I put my exfoliator on, and so one of the reasons, getting back to your question, that I'm so excited about this product is because it's so convenient that it really can help me continue to, better my body and better my skin. And, I'm a little bit behind you in age, so I have an advantage that I can be more proactive with that, but I don't lose the convenience of it. Yeah. And that to me, and I think to so many people, is one of the most captivating parts about this product, is that it's not a 15, 20, 30-minute routine. It's just 2 seconds. Or if you're like me, maybe 5 minutes if you want to sip on it. So that's what I'm most excited about right now. But, I'm going to be even more excited once I've used it for 60, 90 days to where I can really see what those, collagen peptides are really doing within, my body. Because while this is external focused, you guys, let's not forget that, we are what we eat. And when you're looking at somebody, you can, really tell, I think pretty quickly, if you're being really honest with yourself, are they embodying health or not? Are they, glowing from the inside out or not? And this is only going to be an extra tool that so many people who maybe have not joined Isogenics because maybe they're not really into shakes yet, they don't really understand them, they've had a bad experience. this is going to captivate them and really grab their attention. And it excites me. It really does.
Yeah. I think, you know, and you shared this earlier when we were in our conversation that Collagen Elixir is going to be a gateway product for a lot of people. And I think because it tastes great.
I'll be your supplier, Tyler.
Yeah, it's a gateway product. Well, you know, it tastes great. But then beyond that, the before and afters coming out of Australia are just unbelievable. And, you know, to your point, how you look on your face really is the tell, in my opinion, of what your nutrition is. And one of my friends that I've, you know, a leader in Australia, Andrew Logan, I said, hey, Andrew, what do you see? And he goes, well, I don't really know, but I have people telling me I look happier.
Really?
And I think that gets back to, yeah, that's what he said. He looks happier.
Wow.
I'm like,
put that on the bottle.
You know, that's cool. So yeah, put that in a bottle. And I think that's what you start looking at. It's like, oh, yes, it is marketed towards females. Have to own it. It is what it is. It's a little pink box with a little, you know, bronze or brown container, which is all purposeful because oxidation, but it says, hey, gorgeous. Hey, gorgeous on the box. So just, we have to own that, guys. We have to own the fact it is just straight female. That's why I'm going to be stealing it for my wife. I have no problem with that. I've stolen other things for my wife before.
So with that, Tyler, how are you as a male, how are you going to market this? How are you going to position this? You kind of alluded to it a little bit there, but, you know, being a guy maybe who's watching this, or maybe being a female who wants to have their boyfriend, their spouse, their partner use this and help kind of market it as well. How are you going to go about that? What does that look like for you?
Well, I think the great opportunity, and I think back when I started in Isogenics, and, you know, when we started in Isogenics, Kelly and I didn't necessarily have a lot of weight to lose. You talk about convenience. That's all Isogenics has ever been for me in my life. But then that biohacking, as I mentioned from Zach, I've continually done that in the last 10 years. And so I look at this opportunity as kind of going back to what I did early, which was I share about it. I share whatever Kelly's sharing. I really focus on that because I have 2 sisters. I have a mom. I have a lot of female cousins that may be very intrigued by it. But I know what's really funny about when I shared that early on, the results that Kelly was having. And it wasn't necessarily my results because, again, it was all focused on ease. There was a lot of my friends, guys said, hey, yeah, tell me about that too. And I think that's this great opportunity in something totally new, something totally different that maybe if you feel like your audience is saturated from hearing about whatever you mentioned earlier, I kind of, this opinion is, I don't need to talk about another meal replacement shake, but I love to talk about the products and the ease they put in my life. And I look at this product, it's like, man, if it's going to help, you know, some of these, I don't care about these things, but if it helps me to continue to age gracefully, because I know if I can see lines here, there's lines inside of my body that are getting filled in that's going to help me move better, feel better, do all the things that I want to do in life better because I understand that part of it. So yeah. So how am I going to market and share it? I'm going to share whatever Kelly's got. I'm literally going to say, Kelly, what are you sharing? Great. I'm going to post that out there too. I'm going to post that because if nothing else, if they say, hey, I see Tyler, I don't want to talk to Tyler, but I'll go talk to Kelly. Great. That helps build our business. But, you know, when I look at that from a standpoint of like that's a male who is married, been married for 15 years. Let me turn that around on you, James. You know, you've been married a couple of years now, a new father, you have a much younger organization, you know, bits and pieces. What's the thought for you?
Well, I mean, really, I think in many ways, Tyler, the demographic in our, you know, my generation, we're among some of the most, when you talk about biohacking, when you talk about being health conscious, being very proactive about finding the things that our bodies are truly needing. And I love how Kathy just said, we all need collagen stimulation. This isn't about a male or female type of deal. We all have this need for this internally. And I love how you put, you know, if I see the lines outside, what must that be reflecting on the inside of my body? And so, for me, I'm absolutely going to be kind of just what you said, showcasing Audrey's results and other, females on my team. Yes, but there's also going to be benefits that I see. Heck, maybe I'll even look happier, like Andrew said, but really kind of just owning that and saying, yeah, do you not take collagen? Like, okay, well, let's talk about marine collagen specifically. It's kind of, I liken it to, years ago, we said that the trend was going to be really taking place, and now it has, where the question isn't if you want to join a network marketing company, it's which one are you a part of? And we're getting to the point where it's not going to be, do you consume collagen? It's which type are you consuming currently? Because think about it like this. I mean, collagen is great for recovery. Okay, it just is. It's a protein. There's so many recovery benefits to it. So if you're a male, one, there's protein in it. Okay, we'll just say that it's a different sourcing of protein, so it's obviously going to react different to the body. Mind you, it's 5 grams, so it's not like you're beefing up on a 36-gram isolene pro. Nonetheless, you're still fueling your body with a diverse range of amino acids and proteins, which any guy is going to get behind. Not only that, it's something that is propelling your body into just aging more gracefully. So what I like is that, right around this age, at least from what I've read, and you can tell me, differently if I'm a little off here, but from what I've read, the collagen production really kind of starts to go down at my age. And so people that are my age and younger, I can say, hey, let's get on the preventative side of this, which most of the young people that I'm speaking to are about. And let's start implementing a very convenient, supremely sourced, type of collagen that's going to go hand in hand with what your body is already producing, but just not going to be producing as efficiently. And so that's how I'm going to be going about it. And I'll tell you, Isagenix they've made it so easy. They've made it so easy for us to get excited about a product. They've done all the work. Dr. Plant has just, it's been brilliant. But now we just get to consume it, which, I mean, how easy is that? You just take it back, you shoot it, you take it back, and then, you talk about it and you let your results speak for themselves. So to me, it's driving the nail even deeper in terms of what well-being and what the art of wellness is about.
Well, as you were talking about that, and you talked about, some of the points there of connecting the dots, the protein source of it, great. But then, being active and saying, all right, this is maybe nothing to do with how you look, and understanding that type 1 collagen is a major factor in tendons. And one of the things that I know as I get older, I've never done this. I've never torn a tendon, but I know tendons tear as you get older because they get weaker. I have friends that have, worked out and they've pulled the tendon off their muscle. They've done those things. Why does that happen? Because there's a breakdown, there's a weakness. Well, what does collagen do? Is it's the fabric that holds those things together. And I'm like, well, if I'm doing nothing else that's going to allow me to maybe delay that, because as I get older, I know that production of collagen dips. That's why you get saggy skin. You get, you don't have the muscle mass, whatever it may be. Dude, that's a huge excite for me. That's quite honestly, when we first heard about it, that was I was most excited about. Is I want to be able to continue to be active and work out and do those things and know that my body's going to hold up and not break down. And that's why I've done everything that I've done thus far with Isagenix and really helped me. And I think that's where it again comes into discussion. Guys, here's the deal. I'm, again, 41. I know guys all around me all the time that are getting some type of tendon tear, tendon injury. Is this going to prevent? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that's an indication of there's a weakness in the body because that is not being properly, taken care of. It's like, hey, be preventative, like you said. If you're, in your late 20s and you can say, hey, I can take this product and it's going to help me be preventative. I know plenty of friends that, they go work out, all of a sudden they tear a Achilles tendon. My brother tore both of his patellar tendons. He tore both knees. And if I knew some things like, hey, dude, nutritionally, this is going to provide collagen into your body. I don't care what bottle it's in. I don't care what box it comes in. I could give two hoots You could make me put on a pink hat and drink it with a pink boa. I will drink it. I don't care. I have zero shame at all.
Of course.
Reference, if you need to go back, there is a video of me at New Year's kickoff a couple years ago with LMFAO to prove that. Just to let you know, there is a video of that. Anyways, so James, we talked a little bit. We bounced around a little bit here. Again, I have zero shame in wanting to consume the product. We talked about, who you're going to reach out to, or who you're going to talk to, and we talked about that from a wife's friends, from mom's friends, from sister's friends, from your friends. Let's be honest. I have a lot of female friends, and utilizing it there. I think one of the cool things that Andrew Logan, again, shared with me from Australia, they've kind of put together, and this ties back into what you were saying earlier, is a protocol for using the product. And he told me one of the things they're seeing a lot of people do is take one collagen elixir shot in the morning, make sure that they have isogenesis in their protocol as well. So take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And then as well, make sure that you're taking type 3 collagen, the collagen bone broth. That could be an evolution of where people get to, right? That could be a system if that works for you. And it's really kind of the move better or look, all those parts of it. So is that something that you would then feel very comfortable going and talking to anyone about?
100%. Because again, it's very different. It's a very different conversation than I've been having recently, right? Up until we started implementing collagen, which was, I guess, 24 months ago, something like that, there wasn't that aspect of the conversation. And so for me, having that simple regimen and talking about that, it's an easy win. And like you said, you get that diversification of the product to be the collagen bone broth, as well as the collagen elixir. I'm probably, for the first month, this is what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do a shot in the morning and a shot in the evening, just to double down to see what, really just flood it in my body, to see what really takes place. And then kind of
wait. If you're going to do two, do I need to do like 3 or 4? Because I'm not
going to clinically, say that, but it wouldn't hurt. No. So I'll probably just do 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening.
That sounds tasty.
For the first month. And
is that kind of like doing would that kind of like, for guys that are listening that maybe have used creatine in the past, you used to have to like creatine load. I kind of look at it, why not collagen load, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think there's anybody that has a surplus of it, right? That's like, oh, I have too much collagen in my body. I don't want any of this. And no, you load, and especially I'm excited to really see because of the anti-inflammatory properties of it, because of the recovery processes and aspects about it. I'm excited to see how it coincides with my training. I talk to a lot of people, a lot of very well educated people who say, I consume like 20 to 30 grams of collagen a day. These are people that cycle and do ultras and all sorts of things. And they say, it's a standard of mine because I know it helps repair so much. And so, that's going to be my regimen. And you pair that with product B. Are you kidding me?
AKA isogenesis.
Yeah. Isogenesis, my bad. Branding. So what should we leave? Is there anything that we want to leave the people with? Is there any questions in the chats? Is there any questions specifically? I think there was read one that was help with knee pain. Collagen it has been proven to help with pain in joints. I don't know, I'm not going to make any claims. We don't make any claims, but collagen has been studied within joints and helping reduce inflammation and allowing your body to move better, feel better, and overall live better. So yes.
One of the products that I've used for a long time is the joint support, because it has shown to do that too. Like I pop those things like Tic Tacs. Like I take a lot of them. Again, why? Because I want to be able to move better. So I look at this as this is just up leveling that. It's not a replacement, it's an up level. And I think, the opportunity as well for someone new to say, hey, I'm maybe not down with the meal replacement shakes. I'm maybe not down with this fasting protocol, whatever it may be. No problem. Do you want to look? Do you want to feel better? Great. Here's simple. It tastes great. Here's a protocol for you. Rock and roll. And that's something what I'm excited about. And I want to share with you guys, male, female, it doesn't matter. You can create a box and bundle. Maybe there's going to be a collagen bundle, isn't there?
You will have the capability to put something together.
Just a little secret there. Maybe you guys didn't know. Anyways, that's hot off the presses. Hot. Coming in, just hot. Anyways,
just throw it all out there.
That's what I have. If you guys don't, hey, I didn't say anything. You just gotta make sure you get that down. You don't want it to oxidize. Okay, don't want it to oxidize. Then it's no longer good. Just make sure. Yes, Kathy Savage has here. The CBD oil, the repair. Yes, there's so many. Like if we stopped and thought about it. I talked about joint support. We talked about the CBD oil. We talk about, the collagen bone broth, the isogenesis, even the joint pain relief cream. All right. I have no problem smelling like menthol, just the essential oils, part of it. We have a lot of, products that help your body move better. And it's just saying you can rock just that. And I think talking to any person that is active, even just a parent that's active, you're pretty active these days, aren't you, James?
I'm doing about 5,000 curls a day.
Yes.
Trying to get him to sleep.
Yes. Yes.
So yes,
and so
I am.
When you look at that activity level, hey, if you're moving, your body needs to repair. And so that's, again, where I think tremendous marketing opportunity, tremendous ability to talk to anyone. And here's a guy, just embrace it. It is girly.
I got nothing against rose gold. Okay. It's the new Lux. It's the new, rose gold is the new black. Okay. So that's just, it is what it is. Follow the trends. Guys, this product is going to be, it truly is. It's going to change not only our health from the inside out, but it's going to get to change so many other people's health. And by that, grow your business and to reach demographic of people, a network of people that you've never maybe connected with up until this point. And so, as Tyler was saying, do some research on it. There's tons of videos that are, Dr. Plant has already done PDFs, links that have explained really how amazing this is, but really just get excited about the story and how this is going to provide a solution, not only for you in your life, but so many other people who are just wishing they had, happiness in a bottle that they could just pop in the morning and know that their body's getting the best. So Tyler, anything else you want to add?
Well, I think just to really capitalize on that, this is a solution for people. And part of solving a problem for people is you got to know their problems. And so I think the next couple of weeks is Kelly and I've talked about, is you're talking about, it's really talking to people is what problems do you have? What problems are you looking to solve? Is it people that don't like Botox needles? Okay. Is it people that don't like the time and the effort and the cost of Botox? Is it guys that just say, man, my joints don't move like they used to. My body doesn't move like I don't recover. All those other things, and just talk about it. It's like, we know collagen improves and helps that. Is it going to solve that problem? Well, it's going to help that. It isn't a medical solution. It isn't, diagnose and treat, but it's, again, to be compliant, but yet find what those problems are. So that way you can go to people and say, hey, I have a solution that you can try. I have a solution for you. And I think really that opportunity is to continue and drive those conversations and connect with people, finding out what problems they have. And if in this case, we have a solution for them. So it's just having those conversations.
Yeah. I love it. And get ready to get it in your system and to feel the glow and to look happier. That's going to be something we go with. Tyler, I hope everybody's excited. If you have any questions, if guys or girls have any questions, comment them in the chats, and Tyler and I can circle back around here the next couple of days and get to them.
Yes.
We both are very excited. We know how we're going to use them in our own life, and we're just excited for everybody else to get their hands on it as well, because it's a game-changing product without a doubt.
Yep. I will be stealing my wife's Collagen Elixir. No shame.
All of it.
It's all good. Anyways.
All of it.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you. Or whenever you're watching this, hope you're doing well. And can't wait to see you again another time.